Welcome to the CyberJA Podcast, the place where we discuss all things cybersecurity and GRC. I am Richard Perry, your cybersecurity and GRC enthusiast. The aim of this podcast is to provide a meaningful value added platform via which upcoming cybersecurity professionals like yourself can gain insights from various topics covering cybersecurity and GRC that will enable them to become professionals that the industry demands. Stay tuned for what next on the CyberJA podcast.
Hey guys, one of the amazing or unorthodox things about this podcast conversation today is that my friend and I, Ahsan Khan, actually are moving from a behind the scene conversation into a recorded conversation. So having that discussion, we actually meet with so many professionals within our various CyberJA domains or discords. We say, hey, why not actually share some of the nuggets of valuable information that we can actually bring to assist and aid other professionals who are seeking to get into the cybersecurity space. So here we are going to be delving into, as we transition into a conversation moving from behind the scene. And of course, we are talking about our guest today on the CyberJA show. We have Ahsan Khan, and he's a top cybersecurity voice on LinkedIn. And for those who are already familiar with Ahsan, then you know that he's someone who shares a lot of value. He's always trying ways to help those who are seeking to build and grow their skills in cybersecurity. So if you look on his profile, it will state top cybersecurity voices helping you to start a career in cybersecurity. He's also a senior cybersecurity specialist, mentor, a incident response lead, ISO certified, and this goes on. He has a number of certifications and skills, and of such, he's able to provide that level of insights and many nuggets of valuable information that you will garner as we continue in this valuable conversation. So let's enjoy. One of the things is that one of the things is that for many people who are actually in the industry today, you made mention of a number of important points. And for many people, it's a question of should I actually go the traditional route in terms of getting a master's, a bachelor's, a PhD versus actually doing various certifications. When you look at the industry today, and based on my experience, that is, uh, a great majority of the knowledge that I actually acquired during my time in university versus what I'm actually doing now versus what I have actually done in the past in organizations is just a fraction in comparison to what the job actually demands for you to function effectively. What would be your,
Yeah, right.
recommendations to help people to actually navigate their way effectively within the cybersecurity market that is so competitive today? What should they actually do with that? I think there's a big
Definitely.
confusion there.
Yeah, definitely. I will add value. Very good questions. I will add value for this. Most important, at least need a graduation or degree in any of the field. Any stream can matter. Okay, regardless of any stream, you can pursue graduation. Most important is your communication skills because communication skills is acting a very important role. You should, at least be business fluent, not business fluent. It should come with the vocabulary, like you should use more often uh, vocabulary words like breach or loopholes or vulnerabilities and so on. Right. So I will add the value for the skill. Certification will add a value really. It's good to have. But most important, as I mentioned, they need to have a cyber security concepts clear along with the networking skills, basic networking skills. I'm not demanding there is no demand for like CCNA or a network engineer, core network engineer. At least that basic concept should be clear. Like when we are working as a SOC analyst in cybersecurity L1, like when we start picking the alerts, what we do as in we just go to the same solution, and the alert is triggered using a use case in the backend, correct? So we navigate there is a source IP address, there is destination IP address, source port, destination port, right? And log sources. But how you go to know the destination is our ABC organization, which is targeting ourselves? Which VLAN is associated with that? Without knowing a VLAN, can you work as a cybersecurity analyst? No. So networking is very important concept. You should know how the network flow, how we are connected today. You may be based in US or Abu Dhabi. I'm not sure. Can you tell me where are you based?
Oh, I'm based in Abu Dhabi.
We are, yeah, you are based in Abu Dhabi, right? You are connected through Etisalat or Do network, and I am currently based in India. Correct? I'm connected through Airtel or Geo network or MSNL or MTNL or whatever it is. Okay, correct. So how we are connected over? We are connected through voice over IP, where networking plays a very important role. So once you are done, because for example, if uh, there is a internal discovery of the network or someone is scanning IP from outside. So we should know like this IP, this VLAN belong to which network, whether it's belong to a database or application or network or system and so on. So networking plays a very important role. Next, you should aware of the classes of IP address, A, B, C, D, and E, because very important to know about it. And you should well versed with subnet, gateway, and DNS because uh, DNS is highly dependent on network, correct? Without network, DNS cannot work. And as a cybersecurity analyst, if I want to pursue a career, they should be well versed with knowing some of the ports, DNS, port number 53, HTTP, HTTPS, correct? SMTP, SNMP. This is very important. Of course, UDP, and so on. Lastly, I will recommend they should be well versed about the cybersecurity concept, incident response, cyber kill chain, and material attack. Why material attack is important? Because when you put yourself as an attacker or hacker, uh, then you should be, as a cybersecurity analyst, you should be one step ahead than hacker. For example, if the attacker is in a stage of credential access. So next time, what he will do in the next step, privilege escalation, he might be doing defense evasion being undetected. He can be doing exfiltration as well using HTTP. So you should be well versed with material attack. So this is all the on-demand skills you should know. And you should, as a cybersecurity analyst, you should be well versed with the multiple platform, multiple knowledge of the same XDR, EDR, antivirus, and firewall. Of course, firewall because some companies ask to handle firewall as well, and even load balance as well, the web application firewall. These are all the technologies. Apart from it, they should add a value for the threat hunting, threat intelligence, and so on. This is the one thing they should be prepared for it. Apart from it, they should be prepared for cyber security news. In every day, there are a lot of breaches are happening. When we talk about the phishing is a serious cyber attack. Although you have so many security controls, so it's very easy for an attacker to get into your environment using phishing. You will tell me, I have 3 email gateway or 2 email gateway. How it is bypassing? He knows how the technology works, and you know which keyword he will not catch, right? Which IP he will use, which is not blacklisted. So think as an attacker perspective. So how you will put yourself as a phishing, and if the phishing email is delivered to the user, if he is not having a security awareness, although you are having a tools, if it's not reporting a email as a phishing. So very importantly, user should report a phishing email or the malware obstructed or break in their system. Correct. Uh, why this phishing security awareness is more important? Because it can lead to credential breach. It can lead to the slowing down your email system. It can lead to leak your data as well. It can deploy the malware as well. Ransomware is very dangerous. It will demand a ransom in the form of Bitcoin. And did you know if when you demand a ransom, it's 100% your data will go from that database? No, it's not necessary always. Correct? When he's able to enter your system, when he's able to intrude your system, get into your network, it's easily second time again it will go to into your network. Correct? So it's very important whenever there is a ransomware, make sure before the ransomware how we should prepare for the attack proactively. You should make a detection mechanism in the same. Make sure you have backup of the system and servers and data and application. Make sure you have encryption and make sure you have the immutable storage, which is very important nowadays. Many companies are providing because what immutable storage do? It will take a snapshot. It will take a snapshot from the before the ransomware happening. Easily you can decrypt it. And most importantly, there are so many things when it comes to cybersecurity. You should be well versed. Right? Thank you.
Okay, great. So quite a number of nuggets that can actually help someone who want to venture into cybersecurity, especially in the area of becoming a cybersecurity analyst from a more technical perspective. Now, one of the things is that how do you, or what advice would you have for companies or organizations, businesses that to some extent, I would say, create some form of human gateway in that you're able to, let's say that based on your recommendations, someone has actually acquired all of these necessary skills, yet still there is a challenge in that when they're applying for these jobs, they are saying that you need to have a bachelor's, you need to have a master's, you need to have XYZ, and you're still able to prove that I did not go the traditional route. I'm able to set up a firewall, I'm able to set up a sandbox, I'm able to set up various network environments, a SIEM, but yet still, we're still seeing where people are having such a hard time getting into all of these organizations. I mean, what would be your advice for companies that are actually making it so hard for people to get a cybersecurity job?
Yes, again, this is also a very good question. That is not an obstacle or for the entry they are making as a hard to get in. Perhaps they are having some requirement from the client, I will say. It's based on the interviewer and the person or the candidate who is giving the interview. If he is able to convince somehow that although I don't have a degree associated with the cybersecurity or any stream like Bachelor of Science, so they should convince themselves saying that here degree doesn't matter, wherein they are having the skill sets, correct? So they are having the skill sets. So this skill set better. In fact, myself, I have not from the science background or cybersecurity. I have not done the BE, Bachelor of Engineering. I also face myself this questions, but I put myself in a confidence manner wherein I was not able to afford such kind of education. And what I did from the start, I was very interested in the computers. So the gateway was the graduation for me. So what I did myself, let's do the graduation in my budget, whatever is possible, right? And I focus on my goal, right? So similarly, if you can try to convince them, if they are not able to convince, then it's not your fault. You have the other opportunity. I have seen people are getting rejected by the CVs. Okay, before that, I will tell you when I see a job in UK or US or UAE, Qatar or Kuwait or Bahrain, anywhere, I find the job is getting filled in 10 minutes. That is 100% correct. How I will tell you. It's not getting filled. The CV is getting shortlisted. Within the 10 minutes when the job is posted on LinkedIn or Naukri, they are getting 200 plus application, or perhaps they can be getting 1000 as well, right? You don't think that 150 people has applied, so 151 application you don't have to apply. You should have the confidence. Even 1000 people have applied, you should put yourself. It's not necessary that 1000 people are getting selected, or two or three people are their CVs are getting rejected as per ATS. Also, if they are personally getting reviewed, so they are not matching their skill sets. What is very important to know about the skill set which is required by the job? You should fulfill that. If not 100%, at least 70 to 50%. I faced myself wherein I was not capable of working as an 100%, but somehow when I'm convincing the ex-company HR that I'm telling myself honestly that I don't know this technology, but I don't know framework, I know how it works, correct? I cannot put 100% on this, but I know about the 70%. Rest 30% I can work for myself. This is the confidence people should have. Never say no, and never lie to the interviewer. Just be honest to the HR, because at the end you will be working and you will be facing the consequences.
Great, awesome. I mean, Ahsan, you have actually shared so much, given so much insights into your cybersecurity journey. I mean, your background. I know that there are individuals that will be able to gain some amount of directives, some amount of ideas from what you have actually made mention of, to actually help them with moving forward in their cybersecurity journey, despite the challenges that exist. So I really want to, I mean, thank you for taking the time. I mean, no doubt you're very busy. I mean, you're always on demand. So I really appreciate
No
the
worries.
time that you have actually taken
I'm
out.
I'm always having time for my student, for my followers, for my friends, because I'm more down to earth.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I really like
Because
about
I
you.
understand the struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I
Yeah.
understand the struggle what I have gone through. I don't want that people should go through it. If they are able to offer the course, if they are willing to pay for the course, then well and good, correct? If they are not, then that is a shortcut. That is a roadmap. It's not a shortcut. They have to put a lot of efforts when they have to go through me, right? So this is where I have faced. I will share some snippet as well. No need to share. As well. Someone is telling special thanks to Ahsan Khan. You must be aware, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, and I mean, congrats again. I mean, on your new addition to your family as well. So I mean, all the blessings. I really appreciate the time.
Thank you
So
so much. Thank you so much.
yeah. So I mean, guys, there we have it. I
Right?
mean, we the I mean, thanks for joining us in this, I mean, amazing conversation where we were able to share our opinion, give our insights, and to better help you to develop your cybersecurity, I mean, career and journey.